On the morning of April 5, 1996, the city of Vernon, British Columbia, awoke to a scene of horror. What was supposed to be a joyful family celebration, a wedding, turned into one of the deadliest mass shootings in Canadian history. At around 10:30 a.m., 30-year-old Mark Vijay Chahal arrived at his ex-wife's family home. Inside, her relatives were preparing for the upcoming wedding of one of her sisters. But instead of joining in the happiness, Chahal came armed with two handguns, a .40 caliber semi-automatic pistol and a .38 caliber revolver. His first victim was his ex-wife's father, who was outside washing his car. Chahal shot him without hesitation, then fired at the windows of the house, sending waves of panic inside. What followed was a chilling display of calculated violence. Chahal entered the home and went room to room, hunting down members of the family. His ex-wife, Rajwar Gakhal, was gunned down, along with her mother, her 4 sisters, her brother, and one sister's husband. Screams filled the home as he carried out his attack in just 3 to 4 minutes. 2 others, the eldest sister's mother-in-law and her young daughter, were gravely injured but survived. In the chaos, 2 young granddaughters were spared physically unharmed, though they witnessed the unimaginable. By the time the shooting ended, 9 family members lay dead or fatally wounded. Chahal left the house, abandoning behind him a massacre that would haunt the community forever. Police later recovered spent magazines and shell casings, evidence of the rapid and merciless slaughter. A shotgun was also found in his vehicle, but it was never used. Rather than fleeing, Chahal drove to a motel just a few kilometers away. There, he scribbled an apology to his own relatives, leaving behind phone numbers of family members. At around 11 a.m., he turned one of his guns on himself, ending his life. The story of Mark Chahal was one of long-standing rage and violence. His marriage had ended in divorce after repeated abuse and threats. He had warned his ex-wife's family that none of their daughters would ever marry. His words were tragically prophetic. Despite his ex-wife's complaints to police, Chahal legally owned his firearms and had no criminal record. The Vernon massacre left Canada in shock. At the time, it was the deadliest shooting the country had seen since the Gakhal Polytechnique massacre in 1989. More than just a crime, it was a tragedy born of domestic violence and unchecked threats, carried out on what should have been a day of joy and family unity. In just a few minutes, a celebration of love was destroyed, and a family was nearly wiped out, leaving behind only grief, trauma, and a chilling reminder of the dangers of ignored warning signs.